George Russell was not just a powerful railroad magnate. He was the embodiment of the new money elite who challenged the old guard of New York's aristocracy. His calculated business acumen, strategic alliances, and unwavering confidence made him a dominant force in both commerce and society. Therefore, his unexpected passing leaves a gaping void, not only in the hearts of his loved ones, but in the structure of the world he helped build. Bertha Russell, his ambitious and socially determined wife, finds herself at a painful crossroads. A woman who has fought fiercely to secure her family's place among New York's high society, Bertha is now faced with a loss that not even her unrelenting willpower can shield her from. The grief of losing George is crushing, but Bertha understands that she must not falter. Her late husband's legacy, the future of their children, and the stability of the Russell empire all now rest on her shoulders. Though devastated, she knows that her actions in this moment will define the family's future. Bertha's mourning is complex. She is not only losing the man she loved, but also her closest partner in ambition. George was not a passive figure in her rise through the social ranks. He was her ally, her strategist, her counterbalance. Their marriage, while at times tested, was built on a mutual understanding of power and partnership. In the wake of his death, Bertha must navigate both the deeply personal aspects of grief and the strategic decisions necessary to preserve everything they built together. As word of George's death spreads, the elite circles of New York are abuzz with speculation. Newspapers print headlines that oscillate between respectful obituaries and invasive curiosity. Did George leave a clear will? Who inherits his vast fortune and the control of his business empire? Are there secrets in his past that might surface in his absence? The rumors are relentless, and in the court of public opinion, everyone has a theory. Some see George's death as the beginning of the decline of the Russell name, while others wonder if Bertha has the strength and cunning to steer the family through the storm. Within the family, tension rises as questions about the Russell empire's future grow more urgent. The couple's children, especially their son Larry, are thrust into roles they may not be ready to assume. Larry, who has always walked a fine line between fulfilling his family's expectations and forging his own path, is suddenly seen as the heir to a sprawling fortune and a legacy built on steel and steam. Yet, he is haunted by self-doubt. Can he live up to the formidable image of his father? Is he prepared to lead an empire that touches every corner of American industry? Mourning does not slow down the ruthlessness of society. In fact, George's death becomes a catalyst for a broader conflict: old money versus new money, tradition versus innovation, and personal ambition versus family duty. The lines are blurred as friends become foes and former enemies offer unexpected alliances. The Gilded Age's trademark interplay of glamour and grit is on full display, but now with higher stakes than ever. Bertha must decide who she can trust. With her husband gone, every decision carries greater weight. Her social maneuvering becomes even more delicate as she juggles grief and responsibility. Her pursuit of respectability in the eyes of the established elite continues, but now there is added urgency. She must not only preserve the family name but also secure her son's position in a world that is more willing than ever to push them out. Larry, too, begins to evolve. Under the shadow of his father's death, he starts to accept the mantle of responsibility. There are missteps, and his idealism is tested. But slowly, he begins to understand the weight of his name and the price of leadership. He must balance his desire for a modern future with the traditions that built his family's fortune. Whether he emerges as a capable heir or succumbs to pressure remains one of the season's key questions. What do you guys think about this subject? I welcome your thoughts in the comments. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and like our video. See you again. Goodbye.